What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hardline Rebel Truck Series. Here tonight, we're at Las Vegas for 100 laps of amazing racing. 43 drivers here tonight. Gonna be wild, man. Gonna be wild. 43 drivers at Las Vegas, wide open. Saw this a little bit in the Apex series, but tonight going to be probably a little bit different. No transitioning tonight, going straight into the race, and going to have all the grip that you're going to want, and there's going to be a ton of drivers here. So I expect to see some wild racing, some probably some hurt feelings, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty darn good show, I would imagine. Let's see who we got on camera here tonight. We got the usual suspects: Charlie Elmore, Matt Clemens, Spencer Gay, Aaron Nadcock, Kyle Roberts, Chuck Pegleg-Phelps, Brandon Wallace, and Charles Stevens hanging out. But we are ready to get the grid going, so let's go ahead and jump in to the grid. Got a little new digs tonight. We'll see how it plays out. I don't know. Starting on pole is going to be a Chuck Pegleg. Pole Award winner is going to be Daniel Pope. Outside front row is going to be Andy Kurtz. Second row, Jonah Colbert and Brandon Pollock. Row number 3, Sean Cool and Michael Kostick. Row number 4, Casey Kelly, Jonathan Cofield. Row 5, Cameron Hamilton and Jason Lottridge. Row 6, Matt Clemens, Travis Beckner. Row 7, Aaron Adcock and Matt Telder. Row 8, Eric Tracy, Lucas Handley. Row 9, Kyle Roberts, Elliott Carlson. 10 is Brandon Wallace and Dylan Bates. 21st, 22nd, Chris McLean and Corey Bigley. 23rd, 24th, Kieran Church and Chuck Pegleg-Phelps. Cody Bames, Steve McDonald. 27th, 28th, Josh Oswald, Butch Taylor. 29th, 30th, Charles Stevens, Tracy Passons. Philip Monzo and James Nelson. Kevin Grettenberger and Alex Veith. Spencer Gay, Brett Bieber. Mike Bertosa, Mickey Isaac. Charlie Elmore and Gary Wright. Travis Bieber, Tyler Rice. Bringing up the rear of the field is Tommy Osborne. Well, all right, welcome to the Hardline Rebel Truck Series. We're getting ready to go green. Here's Daniel Pope going to lead us down to the green flag. Expecting to see some really fun racing. Expect to see a lot of drafting early, guys fighting for position, as being up front is where you want to be before those tires start to fall off. So going to be paying attention to that all night long. But here we come to the green flag. And green flag is out. Good start for Pope, going to take the inside, and I think we may have some issues already. Nope, everything looks good. Just some guys taking it easy on the start, but man, look at this field as Michael, I can't see who that is. Oh, we got Jonah Colbert going for the lead. Oh, my goodness, it's Sean Cool. Big wreck down the front straightaway. Trucks going everywhere. It's the big one. And my goodness gracious. That was not good. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened there. It started with Sean Cool. Good grief. See, it gets a little bit loose there. Uh-oh. mercy. All right. Well, I think we're in the replay, and we're going to watch from Sean Cool's camera to see just exactly what happened. Yeah, just gets loose, man. Able to save it the first time, gets a little bit more of that apron, just cannot save it, and kills somebody on the outside line, and that was all she wrote. So already a big old wreck. There's all kind of people having to use their fast repair early. Whew, that's the Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Trying some new stuff here on the broadcast, so things aren't going to be just perfect, but trying something that might be good down the line. But anyway, yeah. Big wreck there early on. Lots of folks coming down pit road. Obviously getting fast repairs, getting maybe some damage fixed, coming down just getting some fuel. Big field. I mean, 43 drivers. That is a lot. So a lot to kind of deal with here. But up front, we've got Daniel Pope in that Toyota. Daniel Pope has been a really solid driver in this series so far, and makes a lot of sense because he is in the points lead by a wide margin. He's got 2 wins so far. Andy Kurtz in second, tied with Michael Kostick, but Daniel Pope's sitting atop the point standings by 40 points. That is a massive gap all the way down. I mean, one of the most competitive series has just been all over the place, but Daniel Pope, average finish is second. So after, after 5 races to have an average finish of second, that is that's pretty good. That's a championship hunt right there if I've ever heard one. So it looks like it's going to be a tough one tonight as we got guys getting loose early on, trying to navigate 43 trucks here at Las Vegas. That's a tough one. Just trying to get some stuff settled here. All right, pace car or pace truck pulling down off the track. We're going to get this thing rolling. Green flag is out. Hopefully we can make it a little bit further. But Daniel Pope going to take the green flag. We saw Jonah Colbert try to get to the front early, see if he can do that again, as they are wide open. Daniel Pope going to pull down in front of Andy Kurtz, block that bottom line. It's a lot like plate racing here early. So going to see sort of that kind of stuff play out. You think, why is he blocking off the corner? That's what he's got to do. He's full throttle, and he's blocking that bottom just to make sure that he can keep that track position. Don't want to give it up. I mean, you constantly just be getting runs, passing each other, just going back and forth, back and forth. So you want to try to protect that lead, keep them guys from getting around you. And he's doing a good job of it so far. You see that down, Travis Beckner going to look down to the inside in that 2 machine. going to make it 3 wide here with Andy Kurtz and Jonah Colbert on the outside. 3 wide for second place. Oh, a little contact from Andy. Andy's going to get the run and stay ahead of Travis, though. Look at here, this battle. Four drive. I mean, it's the whole dang field at this point, but watching these 4 up here, and now add a 5th to the mix. Brandon Pollock has moved his 43 machine up into the battle. So just whenever you get side by side like that, man, the draft really draws everybody in. Jonah looking up to the outside, trying to get a run. And just like in plate racing, Daniel Pope going to block that line too. He's done a great job so far of fending off these guys. It's such a weird, trucks are just a weird racing vehicle. These 1.5 milers, just not that fun, honestly, because it's just so much drafting. And if you get a lot of cautions, you never can really get away. So right now, you're just trying to hold off, stay up near the front until the tires start to wear out, and hope that you didn't burn yours up. That's going to be the key. But Jonah Colbert going to go down to the inside, gets a run. Nothing that Pope can do there. And Jonah Colbert is going to take the lead. Put that forward up front. So now Daniel Pope on the outside, going to be kind of stuck out there. It's going to be sort of a detriment as he's not going to really have anywhere to go. He's going to have to get down to that bottom line if he's going to hope to stay up towards the front. Like he is going to clear Travis Beckner there going into turn 3, so he's able to get settled down on the bottom. But everybody doing a fantastic job so far as now Andy Kurtz sets his sights on Jonah in that Barabbas Ford. Oh, and caution is out. Caution's out for Gary Wright. So the Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Let's go see what happened. Mr. Gary Wright. I have no idea. I have no idea why the caution came out. See if it may have been Dylan Bates. No, I have no idea. Let's see. Maybe we can find out. I have no clue. Got guys coming down pit road, but I have no idea why the caution came out. But everybody, most people staying out on track. So I wish I knew exactly what happened. But so far, I have no idea. Got quite a few folks coming down pit road. Dylan Bates, Elliott Carlson, Kieran Church, Brett Bieber, Philip Monzo, Mickey Isaac, Travis Bieber. Lots of guys coming down to get fuel. Most likely maybe a set of tires too. They do have 5 sets of tires here tonight. 100 laps, 2 green, white checkered, 5 sets of tires. So 1 that started on your truck and 4 more. So we're going to have a little bit of breathing room to go down and get those tires when you need them. But track position is going to be king. It's going to be hard to give that up. And of course, one faster pair that I'm sure a lot of folks have already used. Let's see who's made up some time here. See Charlie Elmore up 27 spots from where he started. Tyler Rice in the 6 machine up 24. So these guys have made up a ton of spots since the drop of the green flag. Mike Bertosa and Cody Boehm also with a big jump. Should get the 1 to green here, I would imagine. We got the lucky dog going around, and then we'll get back to racing. You see there on the left side of the screen, you got the stint. You see top 15 or top 14, excuse me, stayed out, and then you've got some folks who have pitted down at the bottom. So we'll keep up, see how those tires, how much difference they're going to make as we get through the race. But under our second caution of the night here. On lap 15 of 100. All right, going to get doubled up here for the restart. Jonah Colbert with the lead. Andy Kurt's going to be on his outside. As always, want to thank our sponsors, Hardline, Transport Solutions, Chuck Pegleg-Felt, Jeff By Jr. Art for the starting grid and the best paint. It's going to be hard to give that one out tonight, as it's going to be tough to pick one of these paint schemes. There's a bunch of good ones. Pace car is off again. Jonah Colbert going to get down into the Geico restart zone and takes off. He is ready to go. Right behind him, Travis Beckner all over the back end of Andy Kurtz, trying to push him out in front of Daniel Pope. Pace car. Look at that, 43 trucks on this track. That is a massive group of trucks. So far, so good for Jonah Colbert. Going to be fighting off these hard chargers up in the top 5, though. And, oh, got a wreck. Looks like, oh, it's a beaver going around. Can't tell who it is. Looks like it was Travis Beaver. time trying to see what was going on, but I ain't getting nothing out of this thing, so. I want to say it started with the. Started here with Brett Bieber. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. Or right in front of me. It was one of these Burger King cars. I can't tell which one it was. It looks like right in front is where it's going to start, yeah. Yeah, the 114 gets the boot here. So trying to click on him. That's the one of Matt Telder underneath. And 114 trying to put a block on him, but oof. Maybe a little bit too early for that, I don't know. But I feel like you got to fight for every position. The 4Y coming off pit road. You got to fight for every position that you can get, though, so I don't know. It's hard to say. What's going on? Aaron Johnson, Kevin Kinder, Mark Cofield in the chat. What's going on, guys? Under our third caution, just waiting for the field to get caught back up. Maybe we can get some racing going on here, and maybe get some green flag laps, I hope. I would like to see that. All right, let's go ahead and swap over the broadcasting software. Just kind of having a hard time finding the Rex. You have to fiddle with that a little bit more and get a transition over there at some point. And you got to kind of jump in every once in a while and just try to make it work, get used to it. But we'll come back to it once we can get the replay stuff to work just like I want to. Got to get that Kinder Farm and Ranch on the screen whenever we go to it. So. See a lot of drivers still on track. We're side by side. Cody Bame, Tracy Passon's going to be your front row. Guys who pitted earlier now going to stay out and assume the lead. I think that's going to be a pretty good call. I like it. I doubt tires are going to make a huge difference yet. They didn't pit too long ago, so while they'll be a little bit off, it won't be too bad. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Jonah Colbert, who was leading this thing, is now in 9th place. Barney's got the green flag in hand. Cody Bame going to lead us down. And green flag is out. Cody gets a really nice start. Has about a 4 or 5 car length advantage over Tracy Passes. But go back here, my goodness, there is a big old group of cars. You see Daniel Pope, the 22 of Kieran Church out there in no man's land out on the top. Just not, I don't know, can't get down to the bottom, I guess. Jonah Colbert, though, and Daniel Pope not having any issues. Ooh, as looks like Brett Bieber almost comes up in clips with 31 as the 57 Kevin Grettenberger trying to keep those guys behind him. But my goodness, the 4 tires are making a huge difference. And Jonah Colbert having no problem making use of him. Is the 09 going to maybe try to slide up in front of him, but he is there. So those 4 tires are making a big difference for Jonas. He's already back up into the top 5. But up front, we got a pass for the lead. Tracy Passons side by side with Cody Bain with Brandon Wallace in the 99 right behind him. With Matt Clement in the 19. So a pretty impressive run so far with these guys with some pit strategy, getting themselves out front. That's going to be super important. If we can go green a long time, that'll be a great call, I think. As here comes Jonah and the bunch. As they're going to go to the outside with a massive run. Now there's really nowhere to go. Let's see if they decide to take it 3 wide. He's going to have to do something. He's got a whole train of cars behind him. Looks like he's going to pack it in right behind Cody Bain. Gives him a nice push down the back straightaway. Going to maybe push him out ahead of Brandon Wallace. As you can see, the 31 really with nowhere to go, and I imagine they're stacked up behind him. And the 2 is going to go around. Daniel Pope, is going to end up in the wall as they massive contact. To go back and check and see what happened. Daniel Pope trying to get to push. I think that's Elliott Carlson there in the 09. And then the 2 of Travis Beckner kind of gets loose a little bit and just comes up the track as Daniel's coming down. They kind of meet, so sort of a racing incident. And then the 57 truck, just nowhere to go. Daniel Pope with big damage here. We talked a little bit about Daniel early in the race and how he's got average finish of 2nd place in the championships, this season. And so let's see if he can recover from this one, get a fast repair, and survive and get back up there, leading the points by 40 points over 2nd place. He's got a pretty big buffer, I'd say. Yeah, it does stay green, by the way, while I'm over here running my mouth. I thought for sure that'd be a massive wreck, but it would bring out a caution, but I guess not. That happens a lot. I make the assumption that, there's cars flipping down the front straightaway, cars going through the grass, one guy on his roof at the start-finish line, and they just don't throw the caution. So I don't know what's going on there. But staying green here on lap 30. Let's watch Jonah Colbert continue to push his way up towards the front. He looks to be a man on the mission, just not wasting any time, and he's making all the right moves that has put him in position. He's kind of hit a wall here. Is Matt Clement going to push up a little bit in the middle of the corner? That's scary. Matt getting a little tight. Jonah's able to get by him, but now he's on the outside of Brandon Wallace. So that outside line really making a lot of moves here. You start to see a little bit of wear on these tires as Matt Clement, you see him pushing up in the middle of the corner. It's just as the tires start to wear and you're really pushing to stay wide open, you're going to miss the entry to corner sometime, and that right front's already heated up. It's going to push up in the middle and cause that. Pretty much anybody susceptible. You see Andy Kurtz with a big push to the 09 of Elliott Carlson. as Jonah still working that top side. And almost, and he is neck and neck with Tracy Passons as they cross the start-finish line. So that Barabbas truck looking really strong as the 53 kind of maybe bounces off the apron a little bit, comes up the track, a little nervous, but able to keep it together. My goodness, looking behind him, 3 wide. Brandon Pollock, Michael Kostick, Brett Bieber, 3 wide with Matt Clement. Matt Clement falling back a little bit. I think he may be getting nervous. I don't know. Or maybe that truck is just not doing what it needs to do. But up front, Jonah Colbert does take the lead, and Elliott Carlson along with him. So those new tires finally make it up to the front after about 10 laps or so. But everybody doing a fine job. Starting to settle down just a little bit here. Oh, it's Matt Clement pushing up into the 23 of Aaron Adcock. Matt is in trouble. He is now getting split 3 wide. He doesn't want to do that. Trying to get down in the lane, but he is definitely struggling just a little bit. So, 3 wide again. Hopefully he's got plenty of those no-neck fast repairs. He's able to get down to the bottom. Matt Telder. A lap down up there at the top in that black Toyota. As Tracy Passons, who was in the lead, is now falling back a little bit. This is currently back in 5th place. So starting to see the tires meet in the middle. You can see it's sort of making this blockade here as guys are just trying to navigate this. As Jonah Colbert, Andy Kurtz, and Elliott Carlson start to pull away just a little bit. This is like the best thing that can happen. As the tires start to wear out a little bit, after you get to about lap 15 or so, you're not able to go full throttle anymore. You're going to have to sort of feather the throttle. And you'll see Jonah Colbert still pretty much wide open, you'll see, as it goes down to 3 and 4. Not a lift at all. And you go over here, and Tracy Pass is going to try to do that. But you see how he's pushing up off the corner. That right front's starting to heat up. Got a little bit of wear on it now. You see he's having to breathe it. Got somebody on his inside, but having to breathe it regardless. Not able to stay full throttle. So for Jonah Colbert, this is a great thing. Andy Kurtz, Elliott Carlson, they're able to maybe pull away here and start to get some separation. Go back in the pack. Let's see what's going on back here. Is Sean Cool involved in that first incident in 25th? Still got some damage to the front of that Toyota, but now he's going 3 wide with Charlie Elmore and Butch Taylor there. So the truck seems to be driving a little, maybe not the best, but still drivable, able to make some passes, especially on the outside. Man, there's a lot of trucks in this race. Kevin Grettenberger, who we saw involved in an accident, got a lot of damage riding behind the field. He's in 34th position with quite a bit of damage. You see that right side is really tore up. Daniel Pope did come in and get that fast repair. So he came in, didn't even change tires, just came in, got the fast repair, and drove right back out to save as much time as possible so he didn't go any more laps down. Trying to see how far back he is. He is 1 lap down, so he really needs to catch up to Tommy Osborne, who's right in front of him, and he'll be the first car on the lead lap. So he should be able to do that, as Tommy is pretty much off the pace compared to Daniel. So has been catching him for the last few laps, about 5/10 a lap. Got some new folks here that I don't know. Casey Kelly in the 50 machine, a brand new driver. Saw him get involved in the incident earlier. Got some damage to that machine. He's running in 30th. Trying to maybe make a move on, looks to be Alex Veith in that 51 machine. He is also multiple laps down, so involved in that first incident. But it's good to see new drivers in here, man. Always good to have some new folks to get in here and mix it up. Checking in on Matt Clement, who is side by side with Chuck Phelps. You see the tire difference is really the only reason why I'm not picking on Matt, but just showing the difference in tires he was up front. Now currently about to drop out of the top 20 with these older tires. So it looks like Cody Boehm got in the wall there. A little bit slow as a lot of folks passing. He did. He got clobbered that wall. And looks like he's going to come down pit road as he's got significant damage to the right side. Definitely feels like the toe is out. Oh, barely going to make it on the pit road, but does. So another issue with Velocity Motorsports having a tough night tonight so far. Up front, Jonah Colbert with a pretty nice lead over Andy Kurtz. You see they're kind of trading blows on lap time, but these two have kind of set themselves apart. Elliott Carlson about a second and a half behind Andy Kurtz, 2 seconds behind Jonah Colbert. Dang it, Eddie, throw a bone to your loyal viewers. I don't know what that means. You tell me what that means, I'll do it. But I don't know what that means. Jonah going to go around the 57 truck here. As Tracy Passon's going to make his pit stop after staying out. This should be a scheduled stop for him, so coming down, take 4 tires, and get back out there. Have a F-150. Oh. Hello, Dave Jones. Somebody we hadn't talked about yet that maybe we should have been is Chris McLean. Had a tough start to the season. Definitely has a lot of speed right now, trying to fend off Brandon Pollock. He's got his teammate Aaron Adcock right behind him, able to hang on to that position. So he is up 15 spots from where he started in 6th place. So he is moving on up. Yeah, talking about Brandon Wallace. Brandon Wallace, one of those who stayed out as well, and he has been able to stop the bleeding compared to Tracy Passes and Matt Clement. He has been able to hang on to his tires maybe a little bit better in track position. He's about to lose the top 10, but that's not bad. That's pretty good compared to the other two who have really struggled on those old tires. As he's looking to fight off Josh Oswald. See Josh trying to kind of enter in high and drive off the corner trying anything he can to get some speed down the straightaways. Vegas doesn't, man, it just doesn't respond to that top line of these trucks. The trucks just have a tough time with the top side at some tracks. Vegas, one of them, where it just doesn't work. Kind of like Texas. You try to go up high at Texas, just will not work. Just an odd way for these tracks to operate. So you haven't seen a whole lot of guys up top just because it doesn't work. So I don't know exactly why. I think Vegas is a pretty decent track to run up high, in real life. But I think maybe, add in the fact that the temperature's low and it's at night, makes the bottom line just a little bit better. Maybe if we doing it in the daytime and it was hot, we might be able to get up there and make some ground up, but just not quite able to do it. If you go in front, though, Michael Kostick, Jonathan Cofield have made their way inside the top three. As we got leaders pitting now, Jonah Colbert. Andy Kurtz has pitted. He's on pit road right now. So, Jonah, your leader, comes down pit road, going to give up the lead and come down and get 4 tires and fuel. And this will make it to the end of the race if we don't have a caution. So we'll see. So far, after those first couple cautions, big, huge wrecks, it's been pretty clean. That gives the lead over to Jonathan Cofield. I expect to see him pretty soon. I don't think he's going to stay out too much longer. Any longer than stay out is going to be a detriment to the rest of your race, especially if you're trying to catch Jonah Colbert. Now, you might stay out just a few laps, hope to get a caution. If you do, that would definitely help you. But if you don't get one, it's going to be tough. So it's a hard decision to make. You want to stay out as long as you can, get that caution, give yourself a better option. But also, if you stay out too long and you don't get that caution, it could actually hurt you even worse. So, interesting call to see what he decides to do. Looks like he may be coming in this time. Nope, going to stay out again. So, Cofield going to continue to lead over Chris McLean. And now we got Aaron Adcock, Mickey Isaac, Kieran Church, Charles Stevens Jr. coming down pit road. We'll see where everybody cycles out once the green flag pit stops are over. Jonah Colbert currently running in the 21st position. So he's got a long time to go before he can cycle back up to the front. He's got Tracy Passage and Andy Kurtz right in front of him. So the crossover or the undercut actually worked pretty well for Andy Kurtz as he now has the lead. Let's see if he can hold him off. Andy going to have a little bit better tires than Tracy, who pitted well early. He was the first one to come down pit road. So I expect Jonah has no issue with him. But Andy doing a great job. Andy sort of fell off at the end of that run, so he's got to be careful not to burn the tires up. But Jonah able to get that draft and get right behind him. Kevin Kinder says, we'll have more cautions, too many trucks. Well, that's a pretty good bet. But we've been surprised here as this series, although we've had a bunch of trucks, there's been some races where we've gone green to the end. And I think that's really impressive. Of course, not surprising, but definitely impressive. And Jonah going to look up to the outside. Andy Kurtz maybe trying to defend the bottom. And Jonah's going to do a little crossover, trying to find a way to pick Andy as Chris McLean comes out of pit road. I think Chris McLean had a pretty good stop there. I'm surprised. Oh, no, he hadn't pitted yet. And here they come right now. Jonathan Cofield, Chris McLean going to give up the top 2 spots. And that will give the lead to Andy Kurtz here in the 05 machine, seeking sponsorship, by the way. So if you're looking for someone to sponsor, here it is. You could be on Rebel Racing Network right now getting some value. But look at Andy trying to block, make sure he can hang on to that top spot. And Jonah going to go around the outside. And great racing. You would think, man, Jonah just going to ride behind Andy as they work through this traffic, but he is having none of that. Jonah now going to get picked by the 72. Let's see if he can get down to the inside. Mike Bertosa. And Jonah's actually going to get by Andy before he gets by Bertosa. So a strong move to get out front. How much of this tires did he use to do that? We'll see in about 40 laps. But I think it's a pretty good idea to get out front, get control of this race, get out of that clean air. It's going to make a difference when the truck starts to tighten up. So I think it's a pretty good move. Andy Kurtz, hard to beat, very fast driver. And if you stay behind him too long, you get to the point where you can't pass him. You get in that dirty air, not able to do anything with him. So Jonah Colbert back out front. Go back a little bit. We got the number 8 of Michael Kostick right behind Travis Beckner. They pitted on the same lap, so Michael ride behind him as they try to protect the top 5. They got 5 seconds back to Elliott Carlson. So top 5 is actually closer together than 6th is to 5th. Kostick trying to draft with the 2, work together, see if they can't run down the top 3. Tracy's starting to fall off a little bit. He's got about 6 lap older tires, so it makes sense that he would start to fall off a little bit sooner. I'm sure these guys will be itching to get around him pretty quickly, but definitely can see that Kostick has the runs that he needs. Just trying to, he gets a little bit tight there. Trying to work with the 2. See if they can't run these guys down. They are about a tenth faster than the front 2, so it's working as they're trying to navigate through traffic. So far, your biggest mover is Tracy Passons, as he is going to lose a couple spots here, but he is going to drop down a little bit. You see Dylan Bates there. He is a few laps down. We're trying to fight hard. Got to fight hard to the end. You never know. Had a race last night in the Cup Series and on the pit stop under green, sped down pit road, lost second place. Got lucky with a couple cautions, able to get 2 laps back and win the thing. Caution's out, though. So trying to find the caution, and there it is. Found it. Just got lucky there as Philip Monzo is going to get into, I can't see who that was, Jane Nelson. Yeah, just gets into the side of him. Monzo just not able to keep it down on the bottom. Oh, that's Alex Veith, actually. Sorry. So Monzo, let's watch that from his point of view. And sort of a late move there, and then just not getting wound up enough. You see he's got the wheel cranked, but unfortunately not able to do it. So caution is out. That's going to get everybody down pit road, and Kevin Kinder was right. I don't mind saying it. Just too many trucks on the track. Jonah gonna head down pit road with Andy Kurtz right behind him. Gonna be a fight to get off pit road. as fast as possible and get this lead. It's about to be mayhem. Everybody's going to be on the same tires. I think that's going to be a big deal. A big loser in that deal was Tracy Passons, which he won't be too bad. He'll cycle up, but he's got to come back down pit road. He just came down pit road, so I think he'll be okay. Oh, it looks like maybe he didn't pit, so I thought maybe he came down pit road. So actually, lucky break for Tracy. He's going to be on equal footing now. So your waiver rounds going to be Daniel Pope. It looks like Corey Bigley right behind him. And then Sean Cool. Kevin Grittenberger going to come down pit road, so not interested in that waiver round, I don't guess. Got the 26. Tommy Osborne, excuse me. And then Dylan Bates behind him. So some guys trying to get back on the lead lap and get back into this race. You see quite a few waiver rounds. I know Colbert is on the track. He is your leader, but everybody in front of him is waiver rounds, so they're going to try to get back on the lead lap. Bunch of cars, trucks. You see just how many waiver rounds there are. Guys are going to hope for another quick caution so they can get down pit road, because when you take the waiver round, you're not able to come down pit road and get service done to your truck, so you're kind of gambling and putting your ability to take a pit and betting it against a caution so you can get back on lead lap. But a pretty good little stint there. I thought that was pretty nice to see. A long green flag racing. I mean, it wasn't a huge wreck there, just a couple drivers making a little bit of contact, and then able to get back in this thing. Let's talk to, let's see if we can talk to somebody. Let's bring Alex Veith up in the booth. Let's see what happened to him. Alex, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Well, tell me what happened between you and it looks like Philip Monzo there. Got you kind of sideways there. Tell me what happened from your point of view.
Well, he had the run down there on the bottom, and I was really trying to pinch down, get the side draft, get the run back. You know, I mean, I'm back here now. I'm one lap down, but trying to have a little bit of fun, do some racing. But part of my fault being stupid, but I mean, it is what it is. I got a wave round out of it, so I guess that pays off.
Well, all right. Well, I'm going to let you go. It's about to go green. Just wanted to see what your thoughts were on the wreck there, and good luck the rest of the race.
Yep, 10-4. Hopefully I can get at least on the lead lap.
Weapon.
Yep.
Oh, and I just moved myself in. Oh, my goodness. This has been a good night, y'all. I'm having a blast. But all right, getting ready to go green. I need another set of hands. That's what I need. All right, Jonah Colbert, Andy Kurtz with the lead. Travis Beckner, Michael Kostick, Jonathan Cofield in fifth. That rounds out your top five. Chris McLean, Tracy Passons right behind them. So got some fast trucks there. There's a little accordion effect. Jonathan Cofield did a great job of saving that. That could have been really, really bad as they were able to get by that without any issue. But, yeah, that was a scary moment there for the rest of the field. Jonah trying to hold off. He's trying to hold that bottom line. Here comes Travis Beckner with a run down the back straightaway. Going to try to do something with this. Jonah actually sliding up the track a little bit. Don't know if that's intentional. Trying to hold him off, get a little side draft. But Jonah kind of back and forth all over. You don't know where he wants to go. But Andy Kurt's going to give him a push down the front straightaway. That's a little wild there for a second. I thought there was going to be a wreck, but they keep it together. Little 7-car breakaway here as Chris McLean to the back of this one. And if I'm Elliott Carlson, I'm just looking, going, hey, guys, let's just hang back a little bit. These guys are getting wild. 3 wide, though, as Andy Kurt's going to go down to the inside. 3 wide for the lead. And, man, Andy Kurtz, as he pushes up the track, that apron has gotten, there's not a line there. We can't see it. We're going to maybe go 4 wide. Andy Kurtz goes down on the apron. Oh, no, and Jonathan Cofield gets the back end of Jonah, and they go around a big wreck. Philip Monzo arca breaking it there at the end. And, man, a huge, huge wreck. Let's go back and see what happened there. We'll kind of back it up so we can see what happened as it come back up on the track. Yeah, unfortunately, the 58 kind of scoots up the track a little bit. Maybe thought about kind of filling that gap right there, but Jonah was there. Man, big old wreck. Chris McLean with nowhere to go. Let's back it up and see it from some different angles. We'll go on board with Chris McLean. You can see it brewing. You'll see Cofield get a nice run here. And we're going to have a front seat to that crash. And Chris McLean gets tagged from behind. Just nothing he could do there. And takes a big old hit. That took out some really, really good trucks as Andy Kurt's able to avoid that along with Travis Beckner. We'll see if those other guys can get back in it, but, man, it is getting down to crunch time. I think that wreck happened a little bit too late. I'm not sure they'll be able to get back into this thing, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Jason Lautcher says, I'm disappointed that you didn't call me up to ask what I thought about getting dumped. Well, honestly, I didn't know who got wrecked early in the race because I was trying a new overlay, and unfortunately it's great, looks great, has some really good information. I want to be able to give y'all more information to look at. The SDK is a little limited. However, for some reason the session event viewer on there sometimes doesn't show who got caught up in wrecks, and so trying to find it with their little replay system is a nightmare. So I missed a couple of wrecks early on, so I do apologize about that, but just trying to do some different things, find some new stuff, so I missed a lot of it. If I could take both these programs and mush them together, take the good parts of one and the good parts of the other and put them together, man, we'd have a pretty sweet broadcast. But trying to learn broadcast on the fly while you're trying to talk about the race just doesn't offer a good experience, so I missed a couple of them. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that I didn't pull you up in here. So everybody so far that I pulled up into the chat and try to, that's a request by everybody in the series is once a wreck happens, bring them up into the chat and basically just try to see if they get mad. I mean, that's basically it. So far, everybody's been pretty immune to it. I pulled Phil Monzo up here last week, and he was very apologetic to Josh Oswald. And then I pulled Alex Veith up into the booth tonight, and he took the blame for it. So these guys are not biting on it, that's for sure. Well, with 25 laps to go, we'll go through the running order real quick. Andy Kurtz, Travis Beckner, Tracy Passons, Elliott Carlson, Aaron Adcock, your top 5, Cameron Hamilton, Mickey Isaac, Brandon Pollock, Kyle Roberts, and Matt Clement round out your top 10. Charles Stevens Jr. and Josh Oswald, Charlie Elmore, Chuck Feltz, and Casey Kelly, your top 15. Mike Kostick, Mike Pertosa, Cody Bame, Kieran Church, Brett Bieber is your top 20. Daniel Pope, Sean Cool, 2 drivers that have been unbeatable, just caught up in wrecks and stuff out of their control and find themselves 21st, 22nd. Travis Bieber also had a good run. I think he was involved in one accident, but Yeah, I still made up quite a few spots from where he started. Just trying to move forward from here. Tommy Osborne and Spencer Gay round out your top 25. Gary Wright, Alex Veith, Eric Tracy, Chris McLean, James Nelson, your top 30. Dylan Bates, Brandon Wallace, Steve McDonald, Jonathan Cofield, Tyler Reich, top 35. Butch Taylor, Corey Bigley, Philip Monzo, Jonah Colbert, Kevin Grettenberger, Lucas Hanley, Matt Telder and Jason Lottridge round out your field. So 43 drivers, and about 23 of them are still in good shape. So Sean Cool, Daniel Pope back on the lead lap, able to get down pit road, maybe get some damage fixed as they're catching up to the field now as we get ready to go back green, but only 24 laps to go. Those guys just trying to salvage a good finish here. Hopefully we can go green to the end. Yeah, the two truck definitely having a good run tonight. Showing him being aggressive, doing the right moves that you need to do to stay up front. He's been doing all the right things and was able to avoid that wreck there. Hopefully that can keep that Collier Cutters number 2 machine out front. Right now, Andy Kurtz is the man as he is out front in that sponsorless 05 machine. He probably got some sponsorship from Kai Shepard. And that Valvoline deal must have fallen through. But green flag is out. Andy Kurtz going to get a nice jump. But Travis is going to be right there. He's going to tuck in right behind him, get down to the bottom. Tracy Paston's going to follow along. Tracy Paston able to keep that track position that he earned. And now Travis not waiting around at all. Going to jump up to the outside with a run. Going to try to take over the lead. See if he can do it. He's got 53 of Tracy Paston sort of running behind him, so it may give him a little bit of draft, a little push. But it won't be too long. If he doesn't complete this pass, he may be in trouble. And I think he is going to be in trouble if he don't complete this going into turn 1. Let's see if he can make it happen. Oh, Tracy's going to go to the outside, so that may help him. He should get the run he needs off this corner. And I think Travis will have the lead here off the turn 2. I thought for sure they would go down to the bottom, but that's what Travis needed. Andy Kurtz just sitting there like, what in the world, guys? When have y'all ever gone to the outside? But that's exactly what they did, and that gave Travis Beckner the lead, and he has got it solely. Now he's going to have to play defense. We've already seen some defensive drive and sort of get some guys in some bad positions, so we'll see if he can maintain this lead, work both lanes, try to keep the runs from coming. You see he drops down to the bottom, but Tracy Paston looking really strong tonight in that 53 machine. Let's see if he can go 21 laps without breathing. Right behind him, Aaron Adcock. With that 23 machine up front in the top 5. Oh, and caution is out. Caution is out. Looks like Brandon Wallace has crashed. Oh, Lord. Let's go back and see that one more time, if we can. Oh, looks like 17 may have gotten into the wall. And I really can't see what happened there, if I'm honest. Oh, it looks like the 17 is already slow, and maybe guys just didn't see him, and it looks like the 28 is going to get into Brandon Wallace. Not really sure what happened to Oswald. Maybe we can go back and see what happened to him. Oh, Charlie Elmore going to... Oh, Josh gets a little bit tight going into the corner. And when that happens, you're going to see him go down the corner. He's going to get tight. He's trying to go. Oh, he hits a bump. And gets a little 1-2, gets up into the wall, and that's kind of where all this started. You see these guys coming. He's trying to get up to speed, but they're 3 wide, so it's really nowhere for them to go. And just Corey Bigley makes some contact. So, but everybody coming down pit road except for Elliott Carlson and Travis Beaver, Cody Bame going to stay out as they pitted not too long ago. So even though we had 5 sets of tires tonight, it's been kind of crazy as far as the tire strategies have gone. Just a good mix of people, pitting one caution or staying out, and kind of flip-flops the field. So we'll see if anybody's able to take advantage of that. Daniel Pope is up to 5th place. Brett Bieber up. I mean, we got a bunch of guys up front. I mean, Travis Bieber right now is up 39 spots from where he started in 2nd place. So if he can finish here, he will definitely be the Dark Horse Motorsports Hard Charger Award winner. But good grief. Well, while we're waiting, let's see if we can't figure out who is the paint of the night. As we've got a couple Burger King paint schemes. At 22, Kieran Church looks pretty good. I am a big believer in Titan Blue, but I feel like I've given him the award already. Trying to find somebody. Got a nice scheme. How you doing, Mike Bertosa? Trying to decide if I like it. There's something on the hood. I don't know. I'm still trying to find one that kind of sticks out to me. As I just randomly click through. Hey, you know what? Aaron Adcock. That's going to be your Jeff By Jr. Art best paint of the night. So congratulations to Aaron Adcock in that 23 machine. Looks good. Looks good. I think I gave Kieran Church the award already. He would probably get it if I didn't think I already gave it to him. So, lights out on the pace car and get ready to go green, man. We've got a 15-lap shootout to the end. And I think shootout is going to be, there's no way we don't get another caution. Kevin Kinder, I'm with you on this one. David Jones says he likes the number 2. I like the number 2 too. I like that. Yeah. I like the orange. There's a lot of good paint schemes. I could give it to about 5 or 6 people every week, and I think I'd be pretty fair. So if he keeps running that scheme, he'll probably win it at some point. All right. Well, we've got Travis Bieber. Elliott Carlson's on the oldest tires. He's the one with the lead. Travis has got about 8 laps fresher tires. And then back to Travis Beckner. He has got about 8 lap fresher tires. So we're going to see a big swing here. Elliott Carlson probably in danger. We'll see if he's able to survive and get some cautions back to back to back. He may be okay. But if he goes green for any length of time, I think he's going to be in trouble. But getting ready to go green here with 15 laps to go here in the Hardline Transport Solutions Rebels Truck Series. We got to get some smaller names, shorter names for these series. But Elliott Carlson with a big jump. Cody Bame right behind him. Travis Bieber did not get a good start at all. The BK Racing, one too many whoppers. As, my goodness, that outside line just not going. I don't know if Travis got some sort of problem. It seems like maybe he's got some damage to that truck because he is not going. But up front, Cody Bame going to the outside of Elliott Carlson for the lead. I mean, if you're Cody, you got to get it done now. It's got to be done Oh, the 23 is going to go around. Big wreck here in the back as we've got another massive pile up. With this many trucks, it's just inevitable that one goes around, the whole field's going to go around. Let's check out and see what happened to the 23 as, oh my goodness, I can see kind of what's going on there. As you see, the 05 of Andy Kurtz is going to get a little bit loose. Watch that need sponsors. He's going to get sort of somebody going to come across his nose. He's going to go up the track, going to get loose, and I think that made Brandon Pollock a little bit nervous. You see, he's just at the same time moving up the track, but unfortunately, the 23 is there. And Tracy Passons with nowhere to go. Michael Kostick slamming on the brakes trying to miss this thing. And then it just becomes a melee as Kostick comes back down the track. And you see trucks going everywhere. A couple drivers able to make it through. Charlie Elmore, Dylan Bates. But it looks like a lot of drivers involved. So Elliott Carlson getting that caution that I was talking about. That's what he needs. He was able to hold off Cody Bame after Travis. I don't know what happened to Travis, but just was not able to go. And was able to hold off Cody Bame there as that caution did come out at just the right time. Jason Beckner says, I jinxed the 23 on the best paint award. Well, you know, it happens. Well, I cannot tell you who I think is going to win. If I had to put money on anybody in the top 10, I don't know who I would pick. Elliott Carlson has had a great drive all night long. Cody Bame as well puts himself in a good spot. Travis Beckner has been fast. I'd be surprised if he doesn't win it. Daniel Pope right behind him. I mean, overcoming adversity. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the race. Travis Bieber seemed a little bit off the pace, so I don't know exactly what's going on with him. But if his truck is okay, he's definitely a danger to win this thing. Kieran Church, Brett Bieber, Casey Kelly, all those guys seem to be in pretty good position. And you can see just one little mistake and it can all go wrong. So you don't have to necessarily be up front to win this thing. Yeah, lots of Toyotas up front. In your top five, 3 out of the 5 are Toyotas, and then you got 2 Chevys. The first Ford is Kyle Roberts in 10th. Ford's not equally represented in the field tonight. Well, we got some time to think about it. Let's see if it's Travis Beckner in the race. Let's see if we can talk to him. Travis Beckner is in the race. We're going to go Travis into the booth. Hey, Travis, this is Eddie. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you're on the broadcast. You're sitting in third place. We've been talking about you all race long. You've been aggressive, but you've been doing a good job of staying up front. And here you are sitting in third place here on one of the final restarts at the end of this race. What is your plan, and how confident are you that you can get this win tonight?
Just really my plan is get to the front and walk away from it, but we're gonna see how this goes. Got a few guys behind me that's on 2 tires. I don't know where the other guy is on 4 tires, but let's see if we can time this restart with Elliott here.
Well, all right. Well, good luck, and we'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.
There you have it, Travis Beckner, a newcomer here. But he is showing up and showing out, and that's what you got to do. You know, we talked about all these guys. You know, what do you do when you come into a league? Do you come in and just be passive and say, oh, no, go ahead, and just let the guy who's leading the championship go? Or do you race them and try to earn respect? You know, what do you try to do? And I think Travis Beckner doing the right thing. He's up here racing hard, racing clean and hard at the same time, and that I think that earns you all the respect. So the only thing he has left to do is get up here and win this race, and I definitely think he can get it done. Elliott, like I said, on the oldest tires, if we go green for any amount of time, I really think he's in trouble. But we are about to find out. If you're Elliott, just in a tough spot. You want to go. You want to get out there as far out as you can. The problem is that big run from the draft is going to come quick, and if you're not able to give her enough, if you got too much space that you can't really react, you could find yourself in trouble. We'll see what he decides to do here as the pace truck does pull out as I stutter, and Elliott's going to get a big jump there, but maybe just right. I think that was about as good a restart as Elliott could do. You want to pull that 2 truck right to your back bumper in the middle of this corner so he didn't get a run down the back straightaway. So the 2 is right on his bumper. That stops that run, but I don't think the 2 is going to be too strong. Is he going to go to the outside? But now Cody Boehm is going to feel the bottom. Elliott going to try to give him a little tail slap there to try to woe him up, but the 2 looking really strong on the outside. How long will Cody hang around? Oh, Cody going to have to block as here comes Cameron Hamilton down to the bottom on the apron. Cody's going to let him up. So now we got a new player. Player 3 has joined the game as here comes the 83 of Cameron Hamilton looking to the inside. Now he's behind Elliott Carlson. I got to give Elliott Carlson credit here as he is doing a fantastic job, but Travis Beckner, those new tires looking really, really strong with that 78 right behind him. I want that 78 pushing me no matter where I am. Short track, long track, middle track, doesn't matter. Even curvy ones, push me. As that 78 is a great pusher, and Travis just trying to do the best he can to get out front. The 83 is the 09's best friend right now as he's really helping maintain that bottom line. If the 83 ever moves out the pass, it looks like he might be looking. 09 does a block, but Travis has got the lead with a big push from the 78, pulls down in front of the 09, and Travis Beckner takes the lead with 8 laps to go. And, man, look at these trucks that are coming. You got everybody waiting in the wings. He did what he said he wanted to do. Now, the second part of that is get gone. Now, can he do that? That's going to be the biggest question. He's got 4 tires. He's got every advantage, and caution is out. Is Aaron Adcock again in the wall. Mike Bertosa with that right hook. Let's see if we can go back and see that one more time from the far chase view. We see it just as it's happening. Bertosa getting down on the door, racing hard. The 23 is going to push up the track and just kept leaning on that right rear quarter panel. Maybe a little too aggressive, maybe. I don't know. See, he's right there on the door. The 23 is going to come up just a little bit. They make contact again, and then Bertosa sort of finishes the job there. And around goes the 23. So, well, caution back out. Let's talk to let's see if we can find Bertosa, and let's bring him up in the chat and see what he thought there. Mike Bertosa, this Eddie in the booth. You got me? Mike, this Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Well, having a decent race, and tell me what happened there at that last little wreck right there.
I don't know. I thought I was keeping a pretty solid line, but I might have drifted up high there on him. But either or, it's over.
Yeah, got some damage. Do they think they're going to be able to get that thing fixed, or are you out of fast repairs?
It's over yet.
All right. Well, that's Mike Bertosa involved in that wreck, and he goes around. And let's talk to Aaron Adcock, see maybe if we can see what happened from his point of view. Aaron Adcock, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Eddie.
Man, a tough race. Been involved in a couple incidents already here late in the race, and that last one. What happened from your point of view?
Yeah, I don't know. I had to come off the corner a little bit, then I got leaned on, and then I got spun. So I don't know. Second time tonight, I guess. stay out of trouble, and you don't have to worry about that.
Well, still running, and that's better than some of the guys that you've been involved in, so I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of running back in 25th. Truck looks pretty beat up. You got anything left in that thing?
I think I got one more person I need to have a conversation with, and then I'll be done.
Well, 10-4. We'll be keep the eyes on you. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
There you have it. Aaron Adcock not happy. Feeling like he's kind of get run over tonight. So, that's a bad feeling. When you feel like, sometimes you get in these races and you just seem to be a magnet for people getting into you, or you're just involved in so many things. People running in the back of you. There's just races where it's like that. Kind of feel like you're not getting the respect maybe that you deserve or whatever. So Aaron feeling like he's not done yet. So Travis Beckner, Elliott Carlson still out front. Travis did a fantastic job there. We talked to him right before that restart, and he was able to take the lead on the outside with a big push. Let's see if Elliott Carlson's got anything left in that 09 machine. We're going to go around again, and I would imagine get a green-white checker. Let's talk about some big movers, as we do have the lights out on the pace truck, and not a green-white checkered, so it's going to be a natural one. Cody Bame there in that 78 machine is up 21 spots. Brett Beaver back in 7th, up 29. Mickey Isaac up 27th in 11th. Charlie Elmore up 25 in 14th. Travis Bieber up 23 in 18th. Tommy Osborne up 22 spots in 21st position. So a lot of guys taking advantage of some guys' misfortune. Going to have some good points tonight. Well, all right, here we go. One of maybe a couple attempts at finishing this race. When we get to the white flag, though, it's going to be over. Travis Beckner trying to win what I think is his first race in Rebels. Pace truck pulls off, and Travis going to get a massive jump here. We'll see. That makes me nervous. Ooh, that's kind of like getting a big jump at Daytona Talladega. Now, the best thing that could happen for him is that Elliott Carlson pulls down in front. That's going to slow that bottom line just a little bit. So once they get wound up, we'll see if Travis is a sitting duck or what's going to happen. Elliott Carlson gets a big push from the 83. What is left in the tank of that 09 machine? He still looks pretty fast as they come off a turn 4, though. When's that run going to come? White flag is out here at Vegas. Trucks are getting wound up now. Does anybody have a chance? I don't think they're close enough. I think Carlson's going to have to make a move here. That's pretty much it. As they come off a turn 2, what are they going to do? Carlson going to go to the outside. 2 going to try to block a little bit. 09 not able to get there. 2 has the position, and I don't see any runs coming as they come off a turn 4. Travis Beckner is going to win here at Las Vegas with an incredible finish. 2-3 wide all the way back. Elliott Carlson finishes in 2nd. Cody Bame in 3rd. Cameron Hamilton comes home in 4th. And Kieran Church rounds out your top 5 with Brett Bieber taking home the dark horse Motorsports Hard Charger Award winner. Congratulations to Brett Bieber. Up 30 spots from where he started. But somebody who is glad to give away the Hard Charger Award is Travis Begner, who wins here tonight. Started in the 12th position and finishes out front. Sounded confident when he was in that interview and was able to follow it up and pull it off. Well, all right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the Flexible Freight Solution post-race show, and let's bring Travis in here and talk to him and see what he thought about that race. Travis, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
Well, man, we talked to you right before those last couple cautions, and you felt pretty confident. And on that restart, got out a little bit too far. And did that make you nervous at all, or did you feel pretty confident you was going to be able to hold them off?
Oh, it did get me a little nervous there. I just know how crazy the draft is around here. It's almost like a super speedway until we get about 30 laps into a run. So at that point, I was like, I just need to block the bottom and don't let anybody get down there. So that's what I did down the backstretch going into 3.
Well, talk about the race, man. Talk about, I mean, you started outside the top 10, able to work your way to the front and kind of stayed there. What was the ticket tonight for you to maybe stay out of trouble, but also stay up front and, put yourself in a position where you could take the lead there and hang on to it to get the win tonight? What was the trick there to stay up front for most of the race?
Not getting in a wreck. Yeah. I don't know. I was just driving as hard as I can without wrecking anybody, and just drove the wheels off of it there at the end.
We'll talk about the move to take the lead as you decided to go high. Elliott blocked the bottom there as he should, and you took the run to the top side. How important was it the push from the 78 to get the lead, or do you think you could have got it done with that particular run?
I wouldn't have been able to get it done without that push. It was way too hard to pass on the top without any help, and because of that, that's what caused me to get in the front and end up winning the race. So yeah.
Well, a really impressive start to your career here in Rebels. I believe it's your first race. If it's not, I apologize. There's 43 trucks here every week. So if it is, awesome. Congratulations. Great win. A very, very hard series to win in. And, man, took it home tonight. So congratulations. Always, who do you have to thank? Any sponsors, shout-outs?
Yeah, of course. Got to thank Collier Cutters Custom Landscaping of Southwest Florida. They have been along with me since last year in different leagues and everything. And yep, of course, got to thank Mom, Dad, and everybody that watched the race tonight. And Corey Bigley for getting me in this league, because that was the most fun I've had in a long time on iRacing.
Well, there you have it. Congratulations, Travis, on the win. I love to hear that, and looking forward to seeing you race here more often.
Thank you.
Travis Begner, your winner here tonight in the Rebels Hardline Transport Solutions Truck Series, takes home the win and puts himself in the playoffs. He has to make 75%, but I think he could still do that. He's about 5 races late. I'll have to check on that. So unofficially, he's in the playoffs, but you have to make 75%. So coming in a little bit late, he may not be able to make it in the playoffs, but we'll see. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We might give out a plastic trophy, but outside of that, just showing up, racing, having a good time, you can definitely tell he had fun, and that's the most important thing. Let's talk to second place, Elliott Carlson. Elliott, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Gotcha, Eddie. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, brother. Really, really good race out of you. You kind of worked your way to the front, started well out of the top 15, and was able to get yourself up there. Stayed out, a good, a little bit longer than everybody else, but still was able to really hold those guys off. And you had a chance there at the end, just couldn't quite get the run you needed, just not enough time. But man, congratulations on second place. Talk a little bit about your race, man. What was it like out there? How hard was it to race these guys in this type of environment with this many trucks at this type of track? I mean, what were you struggling with? What do you think? What was a challenge you needed to overcome tonight?
Well, at the beginning of the race, the struggle was obviously the crash, right? So I had to use a fast repair right off the bat. So I kind of just tried to play it easy after that. And since I was in the back, it kind of allowed me to do a little bit different pit strategy. I could run my fuel, go in and refuel and everything. And so I was able to run a little bit longer. So it kind of cycled me to the front. So that worked. As far as other things struggling in the race, not a big fan of this type of racing. It's almost like Daytona, really hard to pass. You need drafting help. Like you saw there at the end, Travis, I was able to get a big run, even though he had fresher tires than me on the two. It's just the draft. You need drafting help.
Well, you had some drafting help there. Those guys up there doing a great job of pushing and trying to get you back up there to the front and be competitive to try to take the win. I feel like just a little bit, maybe one more lap, you could have had a run at it, but still a fantastic job on those older tires to maintain the speed that you had up front. I mean, you showed a lot of strength to be able to stay up there and battle. Maybe a tire advantage would have went a little bit differently, but still second place, a great finish after that first incident, and come home in second, a big point stay. So that's a good way to finish it off tonight. As always, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsors, shout outs?
Bill Tomer, Jeff By Jr. at ITZR. That's the league. That's how I got associated with all these guys. Just started running ITZR, and then Daniel Pope, Dylan Bates, Corey Bigley, Rick Rube, all those guys at Revelry Racing also, and that whole SPM umbrella. Great group of guys to work with, a lot of fun. They make this fun. Even when I don't have a good race, it's just a lot of fun being with them on Discord. And obviously, fiance Brianna Baldwin, because she lets me do this. So I'm sure right now she's making food, being productive while I'm doing this. So I always got to say thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations, Elliot. Great race, great finish.
Thank you very much.
Elliot Carlson with a second place finish. Let's get Cody Bainman here and see what he thought. Cody, this Eddie in the booth, you got me?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Well, doing great, man. It was an exciting finish, a great way to finish this race off, but man, sort of a wild one. Felt exactly like Daytona Talladega with a couple big ones, but you were able to get up there with some pit strategy, kind of cement yourself up in the top five, and had a chance to take the win tonight. Come up a little bit short. What did you need maybe to get up there and get the win?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's just when I'd restart on the outside, it was just tough to. I think it just until the trucks got wound up, there was really no outside unless you really had a good pusher, and just that last couple of restarts just couldn't get it to work. But I don't know. I got really lucky, to be honest, because there was during that green flag run, I just about ran out of gas because I stayed out and speeding on pit road, so I was down a lap, and I took the wave around and whatnot. And I really think that, honestly, if that didn't happen, I probably would have been on the same pit strategy as everybody else. So that might have worked out in my favor, to be honest, as strange as it sounds. But we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's racing, I think. I mean, that's something that that's the way it always goes. You got to just sometimes be at the right place, have all the skill, and make the right calls, and then have a lot of luck. It seems to be how you win races. You can't win without all three of them. So, but there at the end, I mean, I think Travis admitted that he doesn't get that win. He doesn't get the top spot without you pushing. Just a big push on the outside from you. Did you ever think of maybe trying to take it 3 wide, or were you pretty solid on trying to push somebody and trying to keep it together up there?
No, I was pretty all right with just kind of sticking where I was, just because I don't know. I dodged that many bullets to get up to the front at that point. I didn't want to do anything to screw up just how the points are, and I hate to be points racing at this point, but I don't know. Coming into this race, I was like 11th, and 12 made the playoffs, so I really just needed every point I could get. So I was all right with taking third, as much as it hurts me to say it, but I don't think 3 wide would have worked honestly anyway, just because just even the middle line was hard to get going. So, but who knows? Maybe if there was a later run or a long green flag run, you could use the top a little bit. But I don't know. I just didn't think it was a time for it. But who knows? Maybe it would have worked.
Yeah, well, maybe you made the right call. You're sitting in sixth in the points now, so you jumped over quite a few drivers. So probably made the right call. So congratulations, man, third place. I mean, out of 43 drivers, you finished ahead of 40 other guys. That's pretty dang good. So congratulations, as always, man. Who you got to thank?
I gotta thank Velocity, and SPM, and obviously Reaper Racing. I want to thank you for everything you do and broadcasting races. You do an awesome job. They're always great to watch back, especially when you do them. But I just want to thank everybody for running this league. It's really a good time, and thankfully these races start a little bit earlier these days, so I can get to work tomorrow morning. But it's thankful for everybody.
All right, well there you have it, Cody Bain, third place finisher. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Well, all right. Well, you're seeing the you're seeing the points on your screen as I give you a low budget version of the point standings, but at least give you an idea of what Cody's talking about. Daniel Pope had a 40-point advantage over second place going into tonight, and still has that advantage after going a couple laps down, having an issue. He come home in 10th place after being sort of towards the top 5 there at the end, but still able to maintain that points lead and keep that gap pretty insurmountable. He's got a whole race lead almost um, over second place. So that's a pretty good buffer, but he's got the 2 wins. He's going to be in the playoffs no matter what. So Pope really didn't have to worry about points. Andy Kurtz, though, in second with 233. He came home 13th, able to salvage a finish there after being up front all night long. So he hangs on to that second place. Michael Kostick sitting in third. Dylan Bates had just an awful night, but still sits pretty solid in the top 4. Sean Cool, another early on, just an awful, gets loose, caused that first wreck, but he does have that win, so he'll be okay for sure. Cody Bain, we just talked to, able to leapfrog a few drivers with that good third place finish. So he says he doesn't like talking about points racing, but that's a big deal. That's going to make a big difference as we get down to the end of this field. Chuck Phelps still holding on to the 8th place in points. Tracy Passon's in 9th. Jonathan Cofield in 10th. And then you can see the rest of the drivers right there. Jonah Colbert with a win. Cameron Hamilton also with a win. So those guys, if they make the 75% that I believe that it is, they'll be in the playoffs. So not too much time left in this series before we head to the playoffs. We'll actually pull up the schedule here and see that we are just 4 laps away, or 4 laps, 4 races away from the playoffs. So I think it's a pretty good time to start thinking about points because you've got some weird tracks coming up. You got North Wilkesboro, which I think will be good for some, but others could be a tough one. So if you got that win in your back pocket, you got to feel pretty good. I think if you're Cody, you feel pretty good at North Wilkesboro. I've raced him there. He's very, very strong at that track. So should be a good one for him. Watkins Glen is a sort of that's a weird one because I just don't know. Michael Kostick, who sits third in points, I think that's a track that he'll have circled on his calendar as one that he plans to take and get his win or at least increase his points lead. Watkins Glen, if we can get 40 drivers on Watkins Glen, that'll be amazing. So that'll be sort of a wild card for some of these guys. Hopefully they'll be out there practicing. Then we hit Phoenix and Texas Legacy to set the playoffs. So pretty good tracks, pretty fun tracks. It's going to be really, really exciting to set the field at Texas. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So this season has been just really amazing. I thought with so many drivers that we were going to have some really tough races, lots of cautions, but so far it just hasn't been the case. It's been really, really awesome. So just a big props to everybody in the field. I want to thank Matt Clemon for putting this series on, dealing with all the bull crap, and kind of keeping all the clowns in order. But let's go ahead and that's not even a saying, whatever I just said. Let's look at the results here. We talked to the top 3: Cameron Hamilton, Kieran Church rounds out your top 5. Casey Kelly, we didn't talk about him much, or her. I think it's a him. We didn't talk about them much. They come home in 6th place. Brett Bieber in 7th. Brandon Pollock in 8th. 9th is Mickey Isaac. 10th is Daniel Pope. Charles Stevens Jr. in 11th. 12th is Charlie Elmore. 13th, Kyle Roberts. 14th, Andy Kurtz. Matt Clemon in 15th. 16th, Travis Bieber. 17th, Alex Veith. 18th, Sean Cool. 19th, Spencer Gay. 20th, Mike Kostick. 21st, Tommy Osborne. 22nd, Dylan Bates. 23rd, Tracy Passons. 24th, Aaron Adcock. 25th, Kevin Grettenberger. 26th, Corey Bigley. 27th, Chuck Feltz. 28th, Mike Bertosa. 29th, James Nelson. 30th, Lucas Hanley. 31st, Gary Wright. 32nd, Steve McDonald. 33rd is Josh Oswald. 34th, Eric Tracy. 35th, Brandon Wallace. 36th, Tyler Rice. 37th, Chris McLean. 38th, Jonathan Cofield. 39th, Jonah Colbert. 40th, Butch Taylor. 41st, Philip Monzo. 42nd, Matt Telder. And Jason Lottridge in 43rd. Well, another good one. A wild one. A lot going on. I'm sure there'll be some tempers and some unhappy folks as we leave Las Vegas. But next week's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe a good place to settle some scores at at North Wilkesboro. Hey, we'll have it all here right on Rebel Racing Network. I want to thank everybody for coming out, watching, being active in chat. Definitely appreciate that. All of our sponsors, Jeff Bye Jr., of course, Hardline Transport Solutions, Flexible Freight Solutions, Chuck Pegleg Belts, Dark Horse Motorsports, Kinder Farm and Ranch, and I don't think I missed anybody. If I did, I apologize. But, man, just a fantastic race. Really, really enjoyed it. Can't wait to get down to the playoffs and see who's going to win this championship. It's going to be a good one. Well, y'all have a good night. I'm Eddie Smith. We'll see y'all Thursday night. If you want to watch some Apex E-Series Showdown on Thursday, that'll be a good one. And then Friday, get back to the I think Grand National may be off, maybe going to ARCA Series. But either way, we got all kinds of races going on. So come on back. We'll see y'all.